Hey there guys, what is going on? More Season 4 content coming at you today. Unfortunately, I haven't had really not too much time to level up the CR-56 AMAX, so this isn't going to be a full class setup video. It's basically just going to be a class setup light video. Basically, we're going to discuss what I think of the weapon, how it performs, and I gotta say, it performs very, very well. It's basically an AK-47 with a slightly different handling pattern, less recoil, and decent damage range. Typically, you can get a 3 to 4 shot kill at most distances, and even if you do land 2 headshots, you'll be getting a 2-shot kill, which is very, very powerful. As for the class that we're going to be taking a look at today, this is what we've worked out so far. We've got it to level 30 with the CR-56 AMAX. We've got a Deagle in the secondary slot. EOD Ghost and Tracker is pretty standard for us with these particular perks. C4 and the Stim Shot, of course. And as for our attachments on the CR-56 AMAX, I actually managed to drop a tactical nuke. I've got a screenshot of the final kill count. Basically, I didn't manage to record that because I wasn't actually expecting to drop the nuke. It was on Talsic backlot. Went 42 and 2. Very, very campy game. But again, that's just one of those things. This particular class setup does feature the tactical suppressor, the GI mini reflex, because I don't really like the iron sights on it too much. I don't really think they're very good. It reminds me an awful lot of the SKS, which I didn't really like too much. So we're rocking the GI mini reflex. The FSS close quarters stock will probably be replaced with a no stock in the future. The XRK CR56 granulated wrap would probably be replaced with either a stipple grip tape or not used at all, and then we'd probably take the 45 round mags. The Commando foregrip does help keep us on target, and the tactical suppressor, as I said already, does make us suppressed. So we're just going to jump into a game here to talk about the CR-56 AMAX. They could not have made a more long name, a worse name. It's basically so inconvenient to say that, but we're going to talk about it, what I think about it, and how it performs, and then we will end up doing a class setup video or a full class setup video very, very soon. So do keep an eye out for that if you are interested in seeing those particular class setups and anything else that we do have coming for Season 4. Make sure you do leave a like and do subscribe if you are new around here. It does very much help me out. And we did recently hit 1,880 subscribers, so we're actually very close to 1,900. We're of course going to be doing a giveaway at 2,000, which is very, very exciting. So do join my Discord if you do want more information on that. Right, so let's talk about the CR-56 AMAX in a very light version. Okay, so we are back on Scrapyard, which is one of the maps that did get released with the Season 4 update. Hopefully we can do a decent amount of work here. This isn't my favorite map of all time, but it does bring back good memories of different days of Call of Duty. Basically, it's a little bit campy, a little bit different from my tastes. Like, basically how it works is... Okay. You pretty much end up with these long sight lines pretty much all across the map. It's not really safe to pretty much run anywhere. Like, pretty much everywhere you go, you're being watched by about 3 or 4 different angles. Like, this might not have been the best game to jump into, but we did very, very well in the last game we played with this particular class setup. I mean, you might have been playing against bad players, but we did drop a tac nuke, so, I mean, 30 kills against absolute bots is pretty hilarious. Also, check out this spot. You can sit up on this. You can sit up on this and see through, like, perfectly towards that angle there. No one ever looks up here unless you, like, continuously sit there. It seems like we're going to have to drop into another game as well because we did drop into this one midway. But the gun does play very, very similar to an AK-47. Shares the same sort of magazine types as the 7.62. Pretty much very, very similar to an AK in terms of sort of damage profile and everything. You can get a 2-shot kill if you are landing those headshots, which is very, very exciting. There is a man. No? Okay, that's fine. Push around the back again. Thought that was a man. Don't want to get pushed. We're going to get up in our spot and do some a little bit of light camping. Look at this. This is such a good spot. Like, can I lay down up here? No. This is a supremely good spot. No one's ever going to look up here. What? Okay. Fair enough. I probably deserve that, I suppose. We are going to have to take this to another game because this one is ending fairly soon. But I do really like this particular weapon. I've seen talk of it being better than the Grout 556 and the M4. Even in Warzone, I've seen chatter of this being a very, very powerful weapon, which is very, very exciting. It's always good to see sort of new weapons shake up the meta, but I think this does actually, like, kill the Ram 7. I mean, it's just, like, straight up better, which is a little bit of a shame because I do really like the Ram 7. It's just sort of a weapon that always gets overshadowed by other guns, and unfortunately this is one that does seem more powerful than it. I don't have the exact stats for you there, but we'll talk about more stuff in another game here. Okay, so we are back on Scrapyard here, which again, as I said, is not my favorite map, but it's the new hot flavor of the month, so it's pretty easy to get good games. But has anybody else noticed that these servers have been particularly crap recently? Like, they've been particularly bad recently. Like, in the last few days, I've had more games on this particular map just sort of, like not completely lag out, like the server didn't just drop, but every, like, 10 seconds, the server would just, like, die. There's somebody in here. Yep. A huge lag spike would come up and you just couldn't move. And I mean, I showed it off in one of the videos featuring the Battle Pass tips, but man, the servers have been terrible lately. I don't know, you gotta play a little bit differently on Scrapyard than you do on other maps. Which is not really my favorite thing, but there is a lot of good angles on here that most people don't ever consider. Like, these particular angles through are very, very strong. Like that. Like that. He knew we were just sitting there. He fired way too many bullets at us to get the kill there. I mean, he had to fire like probably half that number and get the kill, but you know, whatever. People play the game the way they want. You might also notice that my gameplay drops like significantly when I'm trying to... See, two-shot headshot. Anyway, two-shot headshot is very, very strong with this gun. We don't get an awful lot of them because we're kind of bad, but we want to get up in our spot on the propeller or the propeller's the right word. Okay. Should turn this into a parkour tips and tricks video. There we go. Look at that. Look at that spot. You just love to see spots like this. This is super dumb. And we just camp in this building until the end of time. Look at this. Anyone who comes down here, they are deceased. We're in perfect cover. No one can shoot us from... I mean, they can shoot us from probably there, but... No one's going to look up here. In theory. I mean, I have been Oh god. It's happening. Am I... Okay. Nah, we aren't going to sit there forever. That's fine. But yeah, this gun feels very, very strong. Okay. Yeet! Tagged him. Didn't get the kill on him, but... You just have a lot of angles to cover on Scrapyard. And I mean, that's always been the case. This isn't like a specifically Modern Warfare based problem, but I mean, that doesn't make it one of my... Okay, I shouldn't have got that kill there. That doesn't make it one of my favorite maps of all time. Like, it does bring me back good feelings, but I don't know. It's just a weird map for me. We can get around the back here. We do have a pretty strong position. Which we can. You deal good damage with this. Like, super, super good damage. Like, I think the damage profile is about a 35 at close and medium range. Just a regular chest shot is about 35 damage, which is very powerful. You're still only getting like a 3-shot kill. It's not going to make it like a 2-shot kill of those body shots or anything like that. It's not that busted, but you know, it's pretty strong. Just gotta watch my back here a little bit. The enemies are very likely to come through that tunnel there. Ow. But yeah, you just gotta play kind of slowly on maps like these. Maps you're sort of not 100% familiar with. Take your time. Be very careful about where and when you push, and just sort of check all the angles that you can really. I mean, obviously you can't check every single angle, but there's a man just here. No? Nice. He was laying down. This is a neat little... No, he didn't run this way. He might be out here though. Push up into this particular part. There's usually people sort of trying to cross into the middle of the... Typically people who do push down this side do push up into here quite quickly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! Amazing. That was not the best. Like, the recoil control there was a little bit rough. He was fairly far away, but I think with decent attachments we'll be able to hit that shot fairly consistently with like good damage and be really consistent with those shots. I'm pretty sure there's still a man in here. No? Ah! Whoa! Did anybody else see that? He like moonwalked into here, like hit the big slide. There does seem to be a little bit of recoil. It's no more than like your AK build, but It is significant without the right attachment setup. Like, you are going to struggle a little bit initially just trying to get those shots on target. But once you do sort of work out how the gun is going to react to you shooting. Oh, God. Oh, God, this is bad. Okay, being aggressive in that situation typically does quite well as you... a couple of headshots there saved my life. Oh, God. There's so many people around here, man. You just try and control the middle of the map, and you just can't, because there's... Man threw a brick of C4 at my goddamn face. That was very mean. Oh, God. Getting shot at. We're taking fire here! I bet there's going to be a dude in this little corridor. No? That's very common. Oh, the spray control. Excellent. I'm going to get pushed if I don't get out of here. Amazing. What is happening? Apparently just people can't see you, but you can use this as like a one-way smoke. So that's pretty cool. Alright, we are doing quite well here. The game is about to end though, which is a little bit unfortunate. But man, the CR-56 AMAX, which is a terrible name, is actually fantastic. Like, it's such a strong weapon, even with sort of fairly basic attachments. We'll have our final thoughts on this particular class setup in just a sec. It's not super strong, as it doesn't have all the recoil controlling attachments and the range boost and so on, but we can do some serious work with this. But yeah, not bad. 30-4 is a pretty clean game. I actually thought we died way more than that, but that's, yeah, I'll take that. Oh, imagine when we get real attachments on this thing. So as I did say earlier, this is still a work in progress. Even the compensator might be a fairly good option just while we wait on getting those better attachments, particularly after the, I think it's the middle barrel, which gives us the recoil control, aim down sight speed, and sprint to fire speed. Not sprint to fire speed, but bullet velocity. We're going to be one of those particularly good options here. I'm also thinking about maybe taking the stippled grip tape over, say, like the 45 round mags or the GI Mini Reflex, depending on how I'm feeling. Basically, this is a fairly basic class setup, and you can sort of change this as you go. But the CR-56 AMAX is a very strong weapon, and it's going to be very good. Definitely going to be able to compete with those top tier assault rifles like your M4s and your CR-56. We will have a more up-to-date class with all the full attachments and everything very soon. I'm just going to take a little while to level this up. Shouldn't be too long while double XP is going, but we're very busy today, so we'll try and get it done as soon as possible. I would expect it to be tomorrow, and then, you know, we'll make some more content on the Season 4 stuff very soon. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this one and it did help you out at all, I mean, a baseline class setup for you to work with might be pretty helpful. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!